that. Despite recently being designated a supply chain risk by the Pentagon, Anthropic is still talking to high-level members of the Trump administration. There were earlier signs of a thawing relationship, or a sense that not every part of the administration wanted to cut off Anthropic, with reports saying that Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent and Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell were encouraging the heads of major banks to test out Anthropic's new Mythos model.
And Olivia Rodrigo sparked a ton of rumours about her upcoming album, You Seem Pretty Sad for a Girl So in Love. When her breakup with Louis Partridge was confirmed as it was supposed to be a love album, the 23-year-old was speculated to be scrapping the record that she was working on in favour of a completely new album at the time, as insider comments began pouring in. And Joshua Jackson turned an awkward moment into a powerful reflection at the New York premiere of Brunello, The Gracious Visionary. When asked to share the best advice his father ever gave him, the Dawson's Creek alum, whose dad abandoned his family when he was a child, laughed before answering bluntly, "My father abandoned my family." And renowned TV host Alison Hammond has sparked reactions from fans with her comments about Meghan Markle at his show. The TV presenter suggested that the backlash faced by the Duchess of Sussex is rooted in racism and misogyny. And Trump administration issued a one-month extension in sanctions waiver to enable countries that want to purchase oil and petroleum products from Russia. The announcement was made on Friday, April 17, reversing Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent's statement, which declared not to renew the waiver just 2 days earlier.
That. United States, US President Donald Trump signed an executive order to expedite the medical research and treatments based on psychedelic drugs. On Saturday, he directed the Food and Drug Administration, FDA, to speed up the review of psychedelic drugs that have already been granted breakthrough therapy designation by the FDA, adding these treatments will help people who suffer severe mental illness and depression. Islamabad, former Special Assistant to the Prime Minister, SAPM, on health, Dr. Zafar Mirza, on Saturday voiced alarm at the rising number of HIV cases in Pakistan, warning that the situation was becoming increasingly alarming. Hourring a press conference at the National Press Club, he referred to the emergence of HIV cases in Townshend uncovered by the BBC, saying that the reuse of contaminated syringes and inadequate screening of blood before transfusions were major contributors to the spread of the disease.
And New Delhi on Saturday summoned Iran's ambassador to convey the country's deep concern after 2 Indian-flagged vessels came under attack near the Strait of Hormuz. India's foreign ministry said in a statement. India's Ministry of External Affairs said Iran's ambassador to India, Dr. Mohammad Fathatali, was summoned for a meeting with the foreign secretary this evening. And Federal Minister for Energy Awais Laghari has said that distribution companies were carrying out less than 2 hours of load shedding daily, adding that power cuts will end once gas supply improves. Speaking on Geo News programme Aaj Shahzeb Khanzada K. Sath on Friday, the minister said that as many as 4 liquefied natural gas, LNG, cargoes were ready to be dispatched from Qatar.
That. Defending champions Lahore Qalandars won the toss and decided to bat first against Rawalpindis in the 27th match of Pakistan Super League PSL at the National Bank Stadium on Saturday. Pindis, Mohammad Rizwan, C. Shahzaib Khan, Yasir Khan, Daryl Mitchell, Sam Billings, Dian Forrester, Saad Masood, Cole McConchy, Razala Khan, Asif Afridi, Mohammad Amin.
And the Prince of Wales, who has made big plans for the future of royal engagements and the monarchy's role, has taken an important step as Buckingham Palace holds discussions. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle appeared to have been popular among the Australian public, as the couple was well received by Aussie fans and even the media. Although there had been criticism over many issues, the overall response had been positive. And Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce have seemingly checked off all their wedding preparations for their fast-approaching big day. including the wedding bands. The 36-year-old pop superstar and the Kansas City Chiefs tight end, also 36, were reportedly spotted meeting with jewelry designer Kindred Lubeck, who designed Swift's engagement ring. And the Duke of Kent attended a special performance by the Bach Choir at Holy Trinity Sloane Square, honouring the life and legacy of his late wife, Catherine, Duchess of Kent. This concert happened March 19, 2026, carried deep personal meaning.
That Venezuela's opposition leader, Maria Corina Machado, said on Saturday she had no regrets about symbolically handing over her Nobel Peace Prize to US President Donald Trump back in January. There is a leader in the world, a head of state in the world, who risked the lives of his country's citizens for Venezuela's freedom, she told a news conference in Madrid.
And everyone said AI would kill apps. Instead, new app launches are soaring, according to a new analysis from market intelligence provider AppFigures. And worldwide app releases in the first quarter of 2026 were up 60% year over year across both Apple's App Store and Google Play. That percentage was an even higher 84% when looking at the iOS App Store alone. In April 2026 so far, and the total number of app releases is up 104% across both stores compared to the same time last year, and up 89% on iOS. And Pakistan is moving to a fully digital degree attestation system that will allow students to complete the process online without visiting offices or submitting physical documents. The Higher Education Commission, HEC, will introduce a blockchain-based platform through which applicants can submit requests and track applications. And the Education Department of Punjab has made online attendance mandatory for students and teachers in government schools. According to official instructions, any student or teacher who fails to mark attendance online will be considered absent. And the Punjab Environment Department had directed the establishment of environmental buffer zones around industrial areas across the province to control pollution. The orders were issued by Dr. Imran Hamid Sheikh, making it mandatory to develop green buffer zones around industrial estates to reduce the impact of smoke and harmful gases emitted by factories. And Amazfit has introduced the Cheetah 2 Pro smartwatch, a new wearable aimed at long-distance runners and endurance athletes. The launch comes alongside major marathon events, including Boston and London, with the device focused on training plans, recovery tracking, and performance data.
That The Steve Harvey Morning Show, a fixture of urban radio built on the familiar voice of co-host Shirley Strawberry, is now linked to a widening criminal scandal. Strawberry's ex-husband, Ernest Williams, already facing dozens of fraud and racketeering charges, has been hit with new charges.